So I've already made a video about how you can help a friend who is depressed or anxious. But I haven't actually made a video about how you can help yourself if you're depressed. So here it is. Let's just get into this video. Did you like that new intro? I made that yesterday. I thought that, there should be some more photos or something because I thought that it's so blank. But yeah, there it is. I hope you like it. Do let me know down in the comments below. Hi guys, my name is Vani Duggal, aka the Spiritual She-Wolf. I'm a personal development coach and a mental health therapist. So you can DM me on Instagram if you want to talk about anything. I am here to help. I'm here to hear all of your issues. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment down below about how your day is going. And make sure you share this video with anybody out there in your social media, and don't forget to tag me at the Spiritual She-Wolf. So without any further ado, let's just get into this video and let's talk about how you can help yourself if you are depressed. If you think that you are depressed, please find some helpline numbers down in the description box. Make sure you find help, and if you think that somebody around you is depressed, check out this video on how you can help them. Also, I have linked some suicide helpline numbers down below, so make sure you check that out as well. And please seek help. Please talk about your issues. Once you start talking about it, it gets easier. Trust me, I promise. Okay, so please talk about it to anybody, your friends, family, anyone around you. Just talk about your issues and just seek help if you are depressed. In today's video, we are going to talk about how you can help yourself when you're depressed, and specifically I am going to talk about those thoughts you will have if you are depressed, and you'll have these thoughts for a prolonged time. Okay, so number one thought is actually just thinking that you don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like walking today, you don't feel like going out today. It could also be loss of appetite, loss of interest in things that you already love doing, used to love doing. It could be loss of will to do anything in general. You need to ask yourself, how long has it been that I have been feeling this, and how long has it been that I have been having this thought of not feeling like doing anything or not having the will to do anything. Okay, so if it has been more than 2 weeks, you might want to seek help because you might be depressed. Again, I really want to point out that everything that I talk about in this video are not the only factors that contribute to being depressed. Okay, because there are a lot of things, and depression is different for different people. Make sure that you actually consult a psychologist or a psychiatrist if you want to actually get into therapy. So please do that, and that will really help. Again, please talk about your issues, guys. Please talk about your issues. Second thought that you might have way too much if you're depressed is that I think this is gonna be it. I think this is it. This is how my life is going to be. Everything is permanent. This is how it's gonna be forever. Trust me, nothing is permanent. So please do not focus on things that are actually out of your control, but focus on things that are in your control. Which brings me to another thought that you might commonly have is that I can't do anything, or my life is always going to be like this and I cannot help it. I cannot do anything to change it. Or the worst, I don't have a choice. Okay, hopelessness and feeling powerless is a very big symptom of depression, and you can change it, guys. Trust me, you can change your thought patterns, you can change your life. Even if you feel like you don't have any power in these things, you do. Okay, so that's how your day starts, with a choice, and it ends with a choice as well. Do you want to sleep? What time you want to sleep? Do you want to pull an all-nighter? Whatever it is, okay? So you always have a choice. Don't forget that. You can do the easiest and the simplest tasks in the day. That is as easy as, just making your bed first thing in the morning, brushing your teeth, or just picking up your phone or putting your phone on charger. That's like the simplest things, and you do have a choice if you want to do that or you don't want to do that. Just make sure you always remind yourself that you always have a choice. Feeling in control of your life will actually take you out of that powerless mindset, that negative powerless mindset that you have. And it will also make you look forward to the day and have the will to do something in the day. Okay, so whatever it might be, the easiest things, just have a bit of motivation and just do that 1 or 2 tasks in a day, because that will really make you feel really good about your life. Another thought you might have is, I feel way too tired today. I just want to sleep today. Also, I don't want to sleep at all and I just want to work all day. Okay, tiredness and excessive sleep are also major symptoms of depression. If you are not giving yourself rest in between of your tasks, you will feel tired all the time. Okay, and hence you will not feel like doing anything. Okay, so you really need to understand this process and you really need to work accordingly. Okay, so if you're working or you're studying, give yourself ample rest in between tasks, because that is something that will actually be beneficial for you in the long run and also be beneficial for your mental health and your physical health. Keep that in mind. Also, when you're giving yourself ample rest in between of tasks, try to take out at least 10-15 minutes in a day to do your favorite activity. It could be anything, whatever you like doing. Just find some time to do that more. It will make you more happier and it will also give you another motivational boost in the day. This is something serious, guys. This is something really serious, guys. And I really want you guys to acknowledge this if you are having such thoughts. Thoughts like, I want to run away. I want to go away from here. I don't want to stay anymore. I just want to die. These are really, really serious thoughts. Trust me, when somebody says that they want to run away from here, it just sounds like they want to run away from their issues. In no way am I saying that people who run away or people who suicide are cowards. Okay? I understand their pain, okay? And I understand what they were going through when they were in that mindset and what sort of a mindset would make you harm yourself. I totally understand that, okay? But that does not mean that it's the solution. So you really, really need to ask yourself over and over again that why are you having such thoughts? What is that one thing that you're not facing or you're afraid to face that you just want to run away? What is that one thing in life that is hurting you so much that you want to harm yourself? Really ask yourself these questions, because this will actually help you get to the root of the problem of why you're having such thoughts. And again, as I mentioned, helpline numbers down in the description box. Please find them. Please seek help. It's really, really important for you to seek help if you're depressed or anxious or you're going through any sort of a mental illness. These are some basic thoughts that you will actually have, and they are very common in people who have depression. Feeling tired or feeling sleepy all the time, or the will to not do anything. All of these things are actually the basic grounds of depression. But I'm not saying, again, that these are the only factors that contribute to depression. Again, there are different factors that contribute to depression and you need to know them. So some of them might be something like you just want to be alone a lot, or you are being alone a lot. You are quieter than usual and you don't want to hang out with people anymore, or you don't know how to keep a conversation going, or you don't even know how to start a conversation anymore, and you have been that kind of a person who used to talk a lot. Something like this. Insomnia, sleeping a lot is also a symptom, as I said. Not sleeping at all is also a symptom of depression. You are overwhelmed at the slightest of changes and you don't know how to cope with it, or you are constantly irritated. Having difficulties in concentrating and decision making are also symptoms of depression. You really, really need to acknowledge all of these different symptoms as well. So please make sure that you do that. Please make sure that you seek help if you are going through any of these things. Again, as I said, 2 weeks, guys. If you're going through any of this for more than 2 weeks, that's when you would actually want to consult a psychologist or a psychiatrist. To sum it all up, and the one major question that you can actually ask yourself to get out of depression or any sort of mental illness is why? Why are you feeling the way you're feeling? Why are you thinking the way you're thinking? Whatever your situation is, ask yourself why. So for example, if you want to say that I feel tired all the time. Why do you feel tired all the time? Because I don't give myself ample rest. Why don't you give yourself ample rest? Because I think my productivity is equal to my value or worth. Why do you think that your productivity is equal to your value or your worth? See? Now, from here, stories can be different, but I really, really feel like this is something that you really need to constantly tell yourself, even if you're not in depression, that your productivity is not equal to your worth or your value. Trust me, I myself have a hard time facing this, because I constantly feel like, the more I work, the more happy I am and the more value I have, whatever it is. But That is something that I personally face in my day-to-day life. This is something that you can really tell yourself, and this will really help. Another thing that you would want to tell yourself is that you can have good days and you can have bad days. You don't mandatorily have to have good days, and you don't have to stay happy all the time or joyful all the time. It's okay. There are some days when you are just feeling in a rut and not feeling like doing anything. So just take a break, take the day off if you don't feel like doing anything. Okay? Don't do it, don't exceed it to the point that you feel like now I'm not getting anything done, and you are in your bed for almost a month, and then also you don't feel bad about it. So there's a very thin line between actually feeling lazy and feeling like you don't feel like doing anything. Okay, so you want to just take the day off. There's a very thin line, guys. I assure you of it, because I myself go through this. There is also something that's called discipline that you might want to have if you feel lazy all the damn time. But yes, if you don't feel like doing anything in the day, take the day off. Stay in bed and don't feel bad about it. Just take the day off, take the day for yourself. You can have bad days and you can have good days, and that is how it's supposed to be. You cannot be perfect at everything that you do. Okay, so you don't have to be happy all the time, or you don't have to be productive all the time, or you don't have to be joyful all the time and smiling and laughing all the time. You can cry, you can have bad days, you can have sad days, you can do whatever you want to do. You can do you, and don't feel damn fucking bad about it. Please don't feel bad about it. You're a human being, and you're allowed to have feelings, and you're allowed to have emotions that move like a roller coaster. You just need to learn how to manage them. That's actually, like, I would wrap the video right here, but honestly, you just need to learn to manage your emotion instead of just flowing with them. Again, there's another thin line between flowing with your emotions and letting it flow like water. You don't have to get consumed by your emotions all the damn time. Okay, so this might just be like a small pep talk for people out there who are feeling low or who are feeling depressed or anything like that. Just learn how to manage your emotions. Okay, you don't have to come out of depression in one click or one snap or one blink of an eye. You can't do that, and you don't have to do that. Take your time, but learn about yourself. Okay, it takes a lot of mental work to come out of depression. Okay, so you really need to put that mental work in. Please talk about your depression, talk about your anxiety, talk about your mental illness. Don't just sit there and think about what will people think if I go to a therapist. People will think that you're crazy. No, you are not crazy. You're human. Another important thing that I would like to tell you guys is that I really think, and I know that feeling depressed takes a lot of mental work. Okay, as I mentioned before, right? It takes a lot of mental work, and there might be things that you're not even aware of that are happening with you. So as I'm saying this, that you don't feel like doing anything, and there are so many people who cannot even describe what they're feeling because they just don't know what they're feeling, and that's really a lack of self-awareness. So there are a couple of ways how you can develop self-awareness, and I think self-awareness is very important for a person to have in their lives, because it's that one thing that will make you realize what you're going through, and it will actually help you have a better life instead of staying in that confusion of what you're feeling, why you're feeling, how you're feeling. You will actually have clarity. The number one thing I totally recommend is journaling. Okay, I personally journal, and I love journaling because it is something that has been like a buddy for me for a lot of years. Okay, I think I started journaling when I was in 7th or 8th grade. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that is when I started journaling. So almost about 7 to 8 years I've been journaling, and I love journaling because number one, it acts like an outlet for me, and number two, it's like a buddy who listens without saying anything in return. So I love that about having a journal, and it's that one place that I could go to without feeling like I'll be judged or I'll have to listen to that person's views or opinions. So that is one thing that I absolutely choose when I have like a big decision pending that I need to make, or I'm going through this emotional turmoil or emotional roller coaster. If I'm angry, I write in my journal. If I'm sad, I write in my journal. If I'm happy, I write in my journal. So it does not exactly just have to be like negative feelings, it can also be happy feelings. Another thing that you can do to develop self-awareness is meditation. Now, meditation does not have to be that tough. You can take up such things that could, make you feel in the present moment. Working out, yoga, meditation, all of these things will actually make you feel in the present moment. So that is one of the major things that you would want to feel when you are depressed, because you want to feel in the present moment, not connected to the past or not worrying about the future, right in the present. Even if it's not like you can't do it every day, just do it at least once in a week or twice in a week, because it will really, really help. Another thing you can do to develop self-awareness is ask yourself why you have certain beliefs and why you don't believe in things that your family believes in right now or your friends believe in. So basically just see how different you are as an individual than your friends and your family, because that will actually set you apart, and that will also trigger a feeling where you feel different from people and you feel good being different. There are a lot of people who don't feel good being different. They feel like they are supposed to settle in and they're supposed to fit in. If you ask yourself why you believe in certain things, you will set yourself apart mentally, and that will also help you come closer to yourself and have that self-awareness of why you do what you do, why you think what you think, and why you have certain beliefs and why you don't have certain beliefs. If you are going through depression, guys, after watching this whole video, I don't know how long that's going to be, but if you are watching this video still and you think that you are depressed, please, numbers in the description box. So make sure you seek help if you're going through anything, guys. Please, 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 please seek help. I cannot emphasize how important it is to seek help. And it's gonna be okay, guys. You don't have to be happy all the time. It's okay that you have depression. You just need to learn to manage your emotions, and you just need to learn to come face to face with what you're feeling right now. So go down in the description box and find some numbers, talk to some people. You will feel good, you'll feel light. Okay, I will see you next time, guys, in the next video. If you have a friend who's depressed, check out this video right here. It will really help you to understand what they are going through. So video up here. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment down below about how your day is going or how you feel after watching this video. And I'll see you in the next time. This is Vani Duggal, aka the Spiritual She-Wolf, signing off, guys. Bye! Why am I doing this? I don't know. Do you like my glance though? Now it's good. Whatever, let's just cut that. Let's just... Is there... I just want like something. Let's just keep it at that. I'm sorry for the brightness issue, guys. Okay, sorry. Cut. I don't know why I did that. Okay. So, you can see me, right? Let's go.